Hey guys, what's up? It is Dalton here, and welcome to Video Game Finds number 86. Now this week, we've got quite a bit of good stuff. You know, there's a pretty big amount. There's one garage sale find, which is really cool, and then a bunch of thrift store stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, well the first thing actually here is an eBay lot. I forgot to mention that already, because I was just looking over and I didn't even see it. But this first stack of games here was an eBay lot. And this was a really good deal. I thought this was awesome. I believe after shipping it was $14.45, which is incredible. These are all disc onlys, but they all came in these CD binders and stuff, which is really cool. There's 2 CD binders of games here. And I believe we were the only people to bid on this lot, which was crazy because there were some pretty good games in here. But again, they didn't take a picture of every single game that they had, so it was pretty cool. That we got some of the games here, and there were a bunch of like bonuses because we didn't know that they were in this lot. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into them. Now I'm gonna have to just kind of show them based on how they sit in the case, just because it'll be kind of hard to pull them out one by one and then you know, just show them. So we'll go ahead and just show them one by one, like, you know, based on how they're sitting in here. So, anyways, first one right off the bat was really cool. We got a copy of Crash Bandicoot. And I did get this resurfaced already. There was a couple games in here that I got resurfaced from Games Ahoy, just because they look pretty rough and we needed to fix them and stuff. So that's what we did. So that's really cool. There was a really nice copy of Crash Bandicoot in there, so that's cool. Then we've got a copy of Gran Turismo 2 Arcade Mode and Spyro Ripto's Rage, which is really cool. The Ripto's Rage does not work, unfortunately. I'm not sure what happened. We even got it resurfaced, and it still does not play. So I'm not positive on what the problem is there. But it's not the end of the world, but it still sucks because that was a good game. And but anyway, next stack here, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six and Twisted Metal 2. The Twisted Metal 2, again, same thing as the Spyro, does not work. We got it resurfaced, but it does not load. So it's very unfortunate, but still, it's not the end of the world. But still, it kind of sucks because there's a good game. So. But that is all the PS1 games. Now the rest are PS2 games. And the first PS2 game in here it's at the end of the case here, and that is a copy of Black, which is really cool. Very fun game. I thought that one was pretty cool. Tyler played it for a while, and he thought it was awesome. So, very cool. Alright, so there's that binder. And then here is the other one. This is all the rest of the PS2 games here. So, first one here is Brothers in Arms, Earned in Blood. So, very, very cool. Now we've got Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, and Dynasty Warriors 4. Wrath of Cortex we had to get resurfaced because it was pretty rough. And it would load the game, but some of the audio was not loading, so we had to, you know, get it resurfaced, and it fixed the problem, so that was cool. Then we've got both Greatest Hits copies here of God of War 1 and Grand Theft Auto 3. So very, very cool. Then we've got a Greatest Hits copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and then a Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. So very, very cool. Then we've got a Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and Need for Speed Carbon. And then we've got Need for Speed Most Wanted Greatest Hits, and then Ratchet & Clank Going Commando Greatest Hits. The Most Wanted we had to get resurfaced as well, because it was pretty rough looking, and we got it fixed, and it looks good now, so that's cool. And then we've got a Greatest Hits copy of Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal, and then Scarface The World Is Yours. Very cool. Scarface actually is worth a little bit of money. I didn't realize that. And I got it resurfaced because it was not working, so that was cool. But that is an awesome bonus. I wasn't expecting that. I do have the bonus CD one, so that's very cool. I just didn't realize it was, you know, going up in value, so that's cool. Next couple here is Spawn Armageddon and a Greatest Hits copy of Tekken 4. So very cool. Then we've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, and then Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 2, 2007 First Contact. So very cool. There's a lot of Tom Clancy games in here, I believe. Yeah. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six 3 Squad-Based Counter-Terror, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. So there's those as well, but very cool. But yeah, like I said, guys, there was a lot of games in this lot, and I was not expecting, because they didn't take a picture of all their games, so there was a lot in here that were bonuses. Next one here, next couple, True Crime New York City, and then X-Men Legends 2 Rise of the Apocalypse. So very, very cool. And I believe that is actually it, except, well, there's one at the end. This is the last one that was not worth. It was needing a resurface as well, but it's not worth getting it resurfaced because it's disc only and it's not worth a whole lot. But that is GoldenEye Rogue Agent at the end there. I just kind of stuck it in the back just so I knew it wasn't working, so I could remember. But I'll probably just toss it out after this video just because it's not worth anything and it's just really rough, so it's not really worth worrying about. So, but out of all that, all of them work except for the couple that we resurfaced and didn't work. But very cool. There was a lot of games in there, so that was very cool. All right. Now we'll go ahead and get into the garage sale find. As you guys saw a couple weeks ago, I found a very cool lot, or it's not really a lot, but, well, I guess it kind of was, but it was a listing on Craigslist for a garage sale, and they had the word Nintendo in their Craigslist ad. So the same thing happened here. This is a really cool garage sale. It was kind of out of our way because we had plans for this Saturday that we were doing, and but yeah, I can't believe this was a month ago already. All this stuff was about a month ago that we found all this stuff, which is kind of a long time actually. But anyways, I kind of remember how it went down. We had stuff planned for that Saturday, and I'll get to that as we go because all that stuff is here. But we decided to go to this garage sale because they said Nintendo, and so we went, and it was really cool. They have this really cool little bunch of stuff here, so I'll go ahead and show it. First thing here is a NES console here. Very, very clean NES. I mean, I'm very impressed with this NES. Very, very nice shape. I met the original owner. He's really cool. He was probably in his mid to late 30s, but he took very good care of this console just because it's hardly been played. Because I put a copy, or I'll show you it, and you'll get the idea. Here's a very minty looking copy of Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt with the dust sleeve, which is cool. I put this game in there and it worked first try, and I didn't even have to push it down, and it just went right in. So that was very, very cool. I didn't even push it down. I just turned it on and it started right up, which is very, very cool. So that's awesome. All right, so then the other stuff that came with it, we got 2 more dust sleeves. So they had other games at one point, but I'm not sure what happened to them, but it's not the end of the world. But then we've got 2 very nice looking NES controllers. Very, very nice. Those are awesome. Very clean. That was cool. And then it's got an orange zapper gun, which is very cool. It's nice to see that in there. And then we've got both, or all 3, I guess you could say. You got a power brick here, RF switch, and then a set of AV cables here, which all works. So that's cool. Then we've also got this odd-looking TV converters for like the prong, the old switch TVs and stuff. So very cool. That's still in there. And then we've got 2 manuals. We've got the manual for Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, which is very cool. I've got a couple of those already, I believe, so I'll just sell that off. But then we got a copy of Mario 3 manual here. Missing the top, but the cover, but it's still there for the most part. It's got all the stuff that you need to read about, so that's very cool. So they wanted $30 for it all, but I asked if they'd take 25, and they thought about it for a minute, and then they accepted it. So very, very cool. I thought that was an awesome find for 25 bucks. You just don't see those at garage sales all the time, and it's just really cool. I just thought that was awesome. That was the weekend after the weekend after the first NES that we got. That Tyler and I got the boxed one. If you guys saw that video, we had a boxed NES that we got for $5 from a garage sale, which was incredible. But so it was 2 weekends in a row that we found NESs at garage sales. So I thought that was incredible. All right, so the next set of stuff here, this all came from our local ARC thrift store, and this was right after that garage sale. I had saw this stuff in the store on Friday, and I wanted to go in on Saturday because I wanted to get this stuff half off. And it was a gamble because there was a lot of people out front waiting, and I was, kind of expecting, someone's going to walk in there and get the game stuff. But luckily they didn't, and I was really happy. So anyways, here we go. I've got a couple of these actually. Here's one of them, and I'll show the other one. It's just so heavy I can't pick them up both at the same time and show them. But here's one Xbox here, original Xbox console. Very, very nice shape. Very clean. It's not terrible shape at all, so I thought that was cool. It's never been opened up. Same thing goes for this one. Got another one here. Very clean. Very awesome. So 2 Xboxes from the same place. They were just stacked on top of each other, which I thought was cool. And then both of them came with their set of cords here, power and AVs, but no controllers. But I do have a couple. I have a guy that I know that buys them and mods them and stuff and then resells them. So he buys them from me at a pretty good price. enough for me to make a profit and stuff, and then he can turn around and sell them. He makes a profit on them too. So I thought that was, one of the main reasons why I get them is just because that's just an awesome flip real quick. So very, very cool. So there's 2 Xboxes there. They were originally $15 each, but since they were half off, they were $7.50 each, which was an incredible deal. Definitely awesome. So that's cool. And then we have a fat PS2 console here. Very clean, very nice shape, but unfortunately it does not read discs. That just tends to happen sometimes, especially when they're, like, for some reason when they're like really nice looking. I have no idea, because like this one looks really clean for the most part, but it just doesn't read discs. But this was originally 10, I got it at 5, half off, so not terrible, I guess you could say. I mean, I can sell it for parts, that's not a big deal. So $5. It's always a gamble when you buy used consoles and stuff. It's just sometimes you'll tend to find a broken one or two here and there. So I live with it. So I just stack up a bunch of broken stuff and then put them in lots on eBay and then try to sell them that way. But not a big deal. So that's very cool. And then the last console we got there was $15. It was originally $30, but we got it half off. But I thought it was a really good deal at $15, and that is a Platinum Silver GameCube here. Very, very clean, very nice shape. I really thought this was cool to see because I hardly find GameCubes. They're just so popular that people buy them instantly. So for $15, I thought that was a good deal. Came with both official cords here, AV and power, which is very nice. Didn't have a matching controller, but still has the jet black GameCube controller, which is still very nice shape. So that's very cool. At least had the full setup for $15, so that's an awesome deal. So very cool. Alright, so now here was the plan that me and Tyler had for that Saturday. And we had never been there before, and we decided to go check it out because it would have been very cool to try it. And we're glad we went and did it because it was an awesome, pretty good score, I guess you could say. We went to the big outdoor, it's not outdoor, it's a Goodwill Outlet World, excuse me. That's what it's called. It's a Goodwill Outlet World. It's basically just where all the local Goodwills send their stuff that doesn't sell in their main stores, and they send them to a pay-by-the-pound place, which is the Goodwill Outlet. And, if you got like a certain amount of stuff, they'll weigh it, and then you pay by pound. So this was a very cool place. They just bring bins out every half hour, and the stuff always switches out, and it's just a really cool idea. And Tyler and I decided to go, and we scored some pretty cool stuff. So we'll go ahead and get into that. First thing here, I thought this was really cool. He was a little dirty, but we cleaned him up a little bit, and he's pretty good now. And that is a really cool little Pikachu plushie here, which is very cool. I don't have any Pokemon stuff like this really, so I thought that was really, really cool to find a little Pikachu. So yeah, he was a little dirty and stuff, but you know what? It's not a big deal. He's pretty good otherwise. He's pretty clean, so that's very cool. So definitely an awesome little piece there. That was an exciting little piece. And then we got a set of AV cables here. Could always use those for Nintendos and stuff, so there's that. And then we've got this was really, really rough. I was kind of wondering why we even picked it up, but I'm glad we did because it did end up getting working, and we fixed it. And we went to Games Ahoy to get it resurfaced, and there's a fly flying around, guys. It's kind of getting all over the place, and it's getting all over the camera. Please go away. God. Alright, anyway, this was a really rough disc, and we took it to Games Ahoy, and we got it resurfaced, and they got it, perfect, and it works great, and that is a copy of Wii Sports. So that's very, very cool. Definitely awesome. I was really happy to get it working and everything because, we pretty much saved it, so that's very cool. Alright, the next little piece here, we got a really awesome looking tin can here. It's a Pokemon trading card metal case, which is really cool. There's no cards or anything in there. It's supposed to hold all the Pokemon cards, but I thought it was really cool just to be a little decorative piece. So very cool. Then we've got the case and manual only for 4x4 Evo 2 for Xbox. Very cool. Like I said, it's just the manual and stuff, no disc, but still not a bad deal. All CD, DVD based stuff was 50 cents. I didn't tell them this was missing because I didn't want to, really worry about it. So 50 cents for the case and manual and stuff, not a bad deal. So very cool. Then we got a case and manual only for Deca Sports for the Wii, which is still pretty cool. I've never heard of this game. It's not too common, but it's still pretty cool. But anyways, there you go. That's missing the disc as well, but still not a big deal. Then this was pretty cool. I don't have this yet in this variant, and I thought it was really cool. That is a copy of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Wii, which is really cool. It's a Nintendo Selects version. But this one, the case is a little messed up, but it's got the disc, but no manuals or anything like that. But it was still really cool to see this. What was funny is that the case was separate from the insert. Like, the insert was laying next to it, but they were not, the insert was not inside the case. But I put them together, and I found it that way, and I was like, wow, that's cool. At least I couldn't find the manuals, though. I looked for the manuals, couldn't find them, but it's okay. The disc looks pretty good still, so that's not a big deal. So very cool. That was a good 50-cent score there, so that was awesome. And then we got a bunch of manuals, and I thought this was really cool. First one here is EA Sports Active Personal Trainer. So there's that. Then we've got Rock Band Country Track Pack. Then we've got Wii Fit Plus. There's the manual for it, and then I believe this is like the precautions one for it. And then there was a insert for it. If you like Wii Fit Plus, check out these other games. So it's got the whole setup there, so that's cool. Then we've got a Wii Play manual. Then you got the Nintendo Club Power one. Well, not Power, but Nintendo Club. That's cool. Then we've got the manual only for Wii Sports. That goes to that Wii Sports that you saw. And then we've got a Wii Sports Resort insert, which is pretty cool. Then we've got a Wii Balance Board manual, which is very cool. I didn't have that yet, so that's very cool. Then we've got the Wii Operations Manual, System Setup Manual, which is really cool. And then we've got the Wii Operations Channel and Settings Manual, which is very cool. Very thick. I can't believe how big that is. I don't think anyone ever really sat down and read that, really. And then the last piece is the throw-in pamphlet for the Wii console. So, very cool. There was no Wii, which was weird. I never saw the Wii console down there. I did see the Wii Fit board, but since those things weigh so much, it would cost too much to purchase it, so I didn't worry about it. But I kind of wondered why all these manuals were loose. They were just like in the VHS bin, which is interesting. I've never really, it's kind of weird to see all just like the loose manuals and stuff, but no games or anything. It was weird, but anyway, still pretty cool. And then the last literature piece here, this was pretty cool. This is for the PC game, and that is this Ultimate Strategy Guide for Diablo 2, which is very cool. Very nice shape. Definitely very cool. I thought that was an awesome little pickup, so definitely unique for sure, but it was another guide to just add to the collection, so that was very cool. Alright, and then the last piece from the outlet down there, very cool. I didn't have one of these at all yet, and I thought, since it was cheap enough, I'd just pick it up. And that is the Konami Dance Dance Revolution pad for Wii. It has the GameCube port plug-in, so very cool. I think you could probably just use this on the GameCube too if you wanted to play, Mario Dance Dance Revolution. I think it would work the same way. So, but very, very cool. I thought that was awesome to find down there as well. So. In total, it was like $7.70 or something like that after the tax and everything down there, but it was a very good deal. I thought it was awesome to find all that stuff down there. It was worth going, so we'll definitely try that again sometime. So that was very cool. Alright, and then towards the end of that day, it was that same day, we came all the way back up, got home, and then Tyler was pretty tired, so he didn't want to go out anymore. So I went to one of the local Goodwills just to check and see if they had, because it was half-off day, so it was very cool. And I'm glad I went, because I found some pretty cool stuff. Go ahead and show this first, I guess. This was in the back outlet room of the Goodwill, which is pretty cool. Everything's, $1 a piece or whatever, so I thought that was really cool. But we have a little Mario Kart Luigi here, which is very, very cool. He's got all the tires on his kart and everything, so usually those would fall off, but he looks in very nice shape. He's pretty cool, so it's another cool little decorative piece. I didn't have a Luigi Mario Kart character yet, so that was pretty cool to find that, so that's awesome. Alright, and then the other game from the backroom outlet was, it was the only PS2 game that was worth an interest, so, but I was glad I picked it up because it was $1 as well, and that is Burnout Revenge. It was a Greatest Hits version, but still very, very cool. But that one is 100% complete, and it does play and everything, so that's good. So those two items came from the backroom outlet, which is very cool. So that's not bad at all. And then the rest of these games came from the actual store part, which is very cool. And all the stuff was half off and DVDs and stuff. Usually, for some reason, they have them like at $4 each, but I ended up getting all these for $2 each, and then CD-based games and stuff, like PS1 stuff, were $1 each. So we've got 3 PS1 games here, which is very cool. And then the rest are, a couple other games, like GameCube and PS2. So we'll get into those. But first one here is Destruction Derby 2. Very cool. Very crispy shape. I thought that was very awesome. It looks brand new, which is very cool. So that's cool. There's that one. Then we've got the 20th anniversary Pac-Man World, which is very, very cool. It's got a little crack on the case, but it's not terrible. But the disc looks immaculate, so that's very cool. Alright, and then the last PS1 game here is Road Rash 3D Greatest Hits as well, but in very crispy shape, which I thought was really cool. It's got a very nice disc, so that's very awesome. And then this one, I don't believe they priced it. I walked out and I looked at my receipt and they didn't price this one, so I don't know if they miscounted or if they just threw it in or what, but I didn't really think anything of it until I got to the car and everything. But that's a copy of Wii Sports, so I found 2 Wii Sports in one day, so I'll probably just take that manual and put it in here because this one's missing the manual. But it's a nice disc, so as a matter of fact, I could probably just take that manual and put it in here if I can find it. I'll just do it later. But anyway, very, very cool. Nice find there for $1. I thought that was awesome to find another Wii Sports. Alright, and then we've got one GameCube game and then the rest are PS2 games. The only GameCube game they had there, and I checked it, and I was actually surprised and very excited to see what they had in there. But it's a copy of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 Platinum Hits, or Player's Choice, excuse me, this is an Xbox. But this is very cool because I checked the game. This is a reason, guys, you always check the games. Because Need for Speed was not in here, but rather a very nice copy of Mario Kart Double Dash, which is very, very funny. I could not believe it. It's just awesome. I was very excited. It's got all the manuals and stuff for Need for Speed, but no Need for Speed. But I'm not complaining. Mario Kart's a very fun game as well, and it's very sellable, so that was very cool for $2. I'm not complaining at all. That was very awesome. And then the rest of these were all complete, and most of these I have, but some of them I don't, so I'll keep some of them and then sell the rest off. First one here is Blitz the League. Very cool. Didn't have this one yet, so I'll definitely be hanging on to this one. It's complete, in very nice shape, pretty stiff. That's pretty cool. So there's that one. Then we've got Conflict Global Terror, also in very crispy condition. Very nice shape, complete. Again, very nice condition. That's cool. Then I've got this one already. This one's missing the manual and stuff, but it's not terrible. That is the Greatest Hits version. It's only Greatest Hits this way, but it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance Special Edition. Very good shape otherwise, but it's got both discs. It's got the bonus DVD and then the game disc, so that's cool. So there's that. Then this one I didn't have yet either, and that's NFL Blitz Pro, which is very, very cool. I thought that was awesome to find in there. Oh, my bad. I'll show you what that was in a minute. I forgot that there was a bonus game in there. But that's complete in very nice shape. What was stuck in there was a bonus disc of Vice City, which is funny. I've been finding so many extra bonus copies of Vice City recently. It's incredible. But there was that in there. That was pretty funny. And then we've got a water-damaged copy of Shadow of the Colossus, Greatest Hits version. For the most part, it looks pretty good. It's complete, so it's not terrible. But the insert's a little water-damaged, but someone will still buy it and play it, so that's cool. And the last one here I did not have for this console, for PS2, and that is Super Bust-A-Move 2. I have it on GameCube, but not on PS2. And that one is also 100% complete, so very cool. So, very awesome stack of stuff, and I was really happy with all the stuff that we got this week, and it was just really cool. So, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, telling your friends. It really helps us out. We really love seeing you guys coming back every week and checking us out, seeing what new stuff we've got, and, being able to, tell your friends about us and stuff. It's just awesome. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. So, anyways, happy gaming. As always, guys, games are still out there. I don't know if garage sales are going too much anymore, but it's definitely, thrift store time and everything still. So, you can still get games and stuff at your local Goodwill or whatever. So, that's very cool. So, anyways, thanks guys a lot. Happy gaming again, and happy gaming, all that, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.